Welcome back, everybody, to Plaid Couch. We're doing another superhero draft today. Essentially, it's the same draft order, but everyone's just moved a spot. Same thing, we are picking a leader, attacker, defender, healer, supporter, and then a wild card. And our restrictions are a Marvel character, DC character, superhero from a non-Marvel or DC comic, a human character, and then 2 wild cards. And then we also cannot pick any of the characters from last time. If you want to see who those are, click the video in the corner. So, Burguy, you are starting us off. What position are you feeling with who?
I'm gonna...
Top or bottom?
I'm going bottom here, because for my attacker, I'm gonna take Doreen Green, aka Squirrel Girl.
Ooh!
Good pick.
Alright.
She has all the powers of a squirrel, as well as all the powers of a girl. And she has some squirrel friends that she can attack with. She has defeated the likes of Doctor Doom, MODOK, Thanos, Deadpool, Wolverine, Hawkeye, Spider-Man.
Well, anyone can beat Hawkeye.
Sam Wilson's Captain America, Black Widow, The Punisher, Magneto, and Kang the Conqueror.
Okay.
That's a pretty impressive list.
And there's more.
A good resume.
I don't know who some of these guys are. Well, some of them I do know who they are, but they're too lame to say.
You already said Hawkeye.
Yeah, and I said Hawkeye, but I skipped over Ego the Living Planet.
Wow. Well.
But she's the strongest attacker you can take. She has all the powers of a squirrel, as well as all the powers of a girl. How can you beat that?
I'll jump into my first pick, which is going to be my healer. And it's the Silver Surfer.
Ooh. That's a fun pick.
Yeah. And I wanted to confirm before I picked him, but he does have the power to heal living beings and all that other like cosmic power. He's basically immortal. So he has all the powers of Silver and all the powers of a surfer.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
If any of you draft a werewolf, you're done for.
I'm gonna go with my support, who is just a regular human. Moomin Rider from One Punch Man.
Okay.
Dude, let me tell ya, this fucking guy is a class C hero, which is the lowest class hero in the One Punch Man universe. But this dude pulls up on his 2-wheel bike, tread and all, and he stands up to villains 3 times his fucking size and says, "Come at me." And then he just takes the fucking punch and gets back up and goes at it again. The dude's a true hero, honestly. And that's the kind of support that my team
Wait, so does he have powers?
No.
No.
Okay.
That's why he's Class C, but he's the top of Class C. He's number 1 of Class C.
So he's got like a black belt or something.
No.
Not even, dude.
He just rides
He's
a
just
bike.
a bike rider with a helmet.
Most of the time, it's like, help the civilians. He has a backpack on, too?
Yeah, he does.
He has all the powers of a biker and all the powers of a hiker.
I'm not very familiar with One Punch Man, so I gotta do some more research. That is on my watch list, but it's down a ways before I get to it.
When the meteor was coming to the city, they did not send him out.
He's like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this."
They sent out the Class A's.
You can stay home for this one.
His bike was in the shop that day.
It probably was. Kidding me? Getting new 2 tires.
He just sees it coming down. He's pumping his bike tires. I gotta get there.
I'm gonna draft my leader first.
Okay.
Because I think this one's the most likely to be taken from me. I'm gonna take Barbara Gordon's Batgirl.
Oh, okay.
Sexy.
She's got leadership and team experience. She's skilled in martial arts. She uses various weapons and gadgets. She's very smart and ambitious. Not only does she have a PhD, but she's also has worked as the head of the Gotham Public Library. Fun fact. And she's got some computer hacking skills as well. So she, I think, is a good role model to be at the head of my team. And as I go on, you'll see that I'll need that.
Yeah, she's awesome. Great pick.
Yeah. I was like reading more about her, and I was like, oh, she's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So, had to get her on the team.
And you know what? Honestly, you could have gone of one of two ways: her as a leader or her as a supporter with Oracle, because she.
I had Oracle in my notes. Oracle was actually my backup support if somebody took Batgirl.
Yeah.
I had a whole thing.
Yeah.
So, because I don't read DC comics, but I was a little confused about like the whole Oracle Batgirl thing. So I almost feel weird putting like her computer hacking skills in here, but I bet if we needed someone to hack a computer, Batgirl could do it. She'll figure it out. She was the head of the library. Damn it, she can work a computer. So.
What about Lego version of her?
Nope, just this.
Thank
comic
goodness.
version. I can't distract Megan. And then I'm gonna take my attacker next.
All right.
And I know you guys are already sick of hearing me talk about this guy, but I'm gonna go with Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, for my attacker. I'm doing like this. I'm assuming if I can like really pick, this is like post Hydra brainwashing Bucky. So this is him like getting back in the field, like working with Cap, working with Shield. But he does have super soldier abilities, so super strength, super speed, and then really good stamina. He's got that metal arm, and he's got all kinds of different sensors and abilities with that, so that will help him when he's fighting. He's highly skilled sharpshooting and knife throwing. He's very stealthy. Isn't afraid to get his hands dirty if he has to. Obviously, he's on the path of good now. He's working for Batgirl, so he's not gonna like try and do shitty things. But if he's got to kill somebody, he'll do it. It's fine. And he also has that prior team experience. He fought in the war with Cap and some other heroes. Obviously, was a soldier. He worked with the Avengers, and he's also worked on and off with Shield. So
damn,
I think
he sounds kind of hot.
more than kinda. So I just think he would be, good attacker, and I think having a leader like Barbara will really keep him in line, which I think Bucky needs.
My next one, I'm gonna go with my healer, and it's Donald from the Kingdom Hearts manga. He's got curative magic. He can heal. He can heal people instantly. He can use lightning. He can use ice. He can use fire. He's a goddamn wizard. He's a Donald Duck wizard. That's all you need to know. He's got all these potions. You got potions, high potions, mega potions, all that stuff. Elixirs,
Cough syrup, Sprite.
Some dirt.
Put the Sprite in the cough syrup.
Huh?
He just comes over with orange slices and a Capri Sun.
All around, Donald's a good guy.
All right.
Put the picture of him. You know the one taken.
I will
Sorry.
use one of my wild cards for my leader. I know y'all are sick of hearing me talk about him. Captain America.
Which one?
Who?
Steve Rogers.
Rogers.
Oh,
That's a true Captain America.
You know, he's led the Avengers longer.
Wait a minute, everybody shut up. I just said Steve Rogers is a true Captain America. I'm reading the Captain America run from the 2000s.
Eesh.
Pre-Sam Wilson. I'm not one of those people. I mean, because I don't agree that Bucky should have been Cap. And I'm at the point now that Bucky Barnes is Captain America, and I don't agree with it.
You know what will be
And
funny?
there's also-
If I
He
cut
should've
out
been a
Jalen's
congressman.
explanation in the video.
There's also a clone of Steve Rogers who's trying to be Captain America as well. So I love Sam Wilson's Captain America. I like Brave New World. I don't want people to think that I'm like one of those not my cat people.
Well, aren't you missing one of the Captain Americas?
Probably.
Fucking army guy. What's his name?
Oh, John Walker.
Yeah, you could pick John Walker. Tegan.
No.
Fuck him.
For my leader, I'm gonna use my human type pick, and I'm gonna take Happy Hogan.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that pick. That's another one that's been on my rough draft.
He's not only a great leader and a great security man, not in the sense of fighting, but in the sense of being organized, running a team, being bureaucratic.
Mm-hmm.
But we've also seen his fighting prowess in the movie Iron Man 2 when he gets in the ring.
Yeah.
He can
When he gets
he
ass
can
kicked
throw
by Black
hands.
Widow.
He can
throw
That was a
'em.
bad matchup.
Oh, okay.
He was
Sorry.
going easy on her because he didn't know it was a Black Widow. Just thought it was
Gotcha.
some hottie. He didn't. He was only using like 5% of his true power.
Okay.
Like, go to the scene later in that movie where they're infiltrating the energy plant or whatever.
That's
they're
one of my
doing.
favorite
Yeah.
scenes.
He beats that guard one-on-one. I'm gonna take a healer here.
Okay.
Now, healer in not in the traditional sense,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna take a doctor. Gonna take Hank Pym using a wild card.
Hank
another
Pym,
Okay.
Ant-Man.
Doctor Hank Pym, Ant-Man. Look, I'm sure he can heal. I'm sure.
Did you check to see what his doctorate was in before you selected him?
No,
Shrinkage.
I don't know how to see him on this site.
He's got a doctorate in ants.
Okay, Hank Pym.
Isn't it just Hank Pym? There's no
Yeah.
R.
Yeah.
PhD. He's an entomologist, biochemist, roboticist, engineer, and physicist, and
He could.
scientific
something.
adventurer. Plus,
What a fucking nerd.
he can do things other doctors can't by shrinking down and going inside you. Like, how much easier would a colonoscopy be?
Okay. Well, you think you're gonna be on the battlefield and someone's gonna need a quick colonoscopy?
Happy Hogan May.
This-
Okay.
Some of the
Fair.
healing you need to do out of combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I have
Alright, that's
diarrhea
fair.
for 2 weeks, I'm not going to be in the next battle. So let's get this colonoscopy going.
You don't think they have time to see like regular doctors?
It takes too long. You have to fast for a whole day. He could just go in there and see what's up.
Okay.
Come
Yeah,
on,
the
Jalen.
whole-
Think.
Anybody
Think.
who's had a colonoscopy knows you have to drink a giant ass fucking thing of laxatives. You're not allowed to eat anything the whole day
Ugh.
before.
Oh god, that sounds
Man.
awful.
If you do try to cheat, they will know about it when they'll
Yeah.
see you in there. Oh, what's this? And they'll yell at you.
To keep this train going, I'll pick my defender, Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Ooh,
That's a good pick.
The
That's a really
lasso
good
of truth.
Yep. You know, her and Cap kind of working in tandem. They both got shields, but she's got a sword and the lasso of truth. So you know what? I think she complements the team very well.
I guess.
And I,
You're boring, Matthew.
and I for one am not intimidated by having a strong, powerful woman on my team.
Didn't she fight in World War II also in the movie?
Yeah.
There's World War II or World War I?
One. I think
Oh,
one.
shit.
It
was
may
one of the
depend
World
on
Wars.
some of the stories where
which one
it's
was
one
the
or
bad
two.
one?
You got two vets on your team.
Yeah. Just wait till Veterans Day when I buy them a meal.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Thank you for your service.
All right, I want to get my leader out of the way because I'm excited for this one. Jonah Hex from DC. He's a supernatural cowboy. He's got a really cool revolver, and I own the movie, and I gotta watch it again.
Fun fact:
Never heard of it.
Jonah Hex is played by the same guy who plays Thanos.
Josh Brolin.
Yep.
He was also in Dune.
He was also
Played
Cable.
Gertie.
Gurgi.
Gertie. I think his name is Gertie
Gergie?
in Dune. That's short
Just
for
give him
something.
the apple.
Gergie mentioned 2 videos in a row.
Jesus.
just imagine
Chill guy.
you see a group of misfits go over the hill. It's Jonah Hex, Donald Duck, and a guy on a bike.
I need to see pictures of these two.
It would,
I don't know.
it
what
would
they
be
look like.
so, it'd be
Which
so
team is-
chaotic already, and I'm not
which
even
team-
finished yet.
Which team is worse so far, his or mine?
What are you talking about, dude? My team would fuck yours up.
Fucking no, dude. Squirrel Girl beat Thanos and Doctor Doom, and I forgot to mention Dracula. Chase
You
Dracula
think
out of New
Squirrel
York.
will hurt a duck? You think she'll hurt a duck? I don't think she will.
Dude, aren't like ducks and squirrels natural
Hey.
enemies?
Happy will fuck up a duck. All right.
You touch Donald, Moomin Riders coming down that cliff.
Hell no, dude.
Two wood
He's
tires and
coming
all.
down, but he wipes out halfway. It's just like, oh man.
I'm gonna take my defender next. And I
Oh,
guess
good for you.
Yeah, fuck you, Jalen.
I guess this is gonna be another one of my wildcard picks also, but I'm gonna take Hawk Girl, not Hawk Tua. Hawk Girl.
Haley Welsh.
Actually, Kendra Saunders. From DC Comics.
Oh my god.
I really
she's
like
got-
that pick.
She's got Tegan, you might have to help me with this. What's that metal? Is it Nith metal? Nith metal? She's got strong metal wings. It sounds like it's like vibranium, but the DC version. And then she also has enhanced strength and durability, so she's big and strong. She's got heavy, strong armor that she wears, and she also wields a mace. She's got accelerating healing powers, so she can kind of hold her own for a while. She also has telepathic resistance, so she's able to defend herself from mental attacks. So if anyone's got
Depression
X.
issues.
telepathy, I guess depression issues, sure. She doesn't have to worry about getting it. She's good. And then she
She's
also
not an
has that
empath.
prior team experience. She has worked with the Justice League before, so she'll fit right in protecting her team.
Well, was she the
Good
janitor for them?
And then I'm gonna take my supporter next. I'm gonna take Dazzler from the X-Men.
That's fucking awesome.
So obviously she is a mutant, but she has light generation powers. So with that, she can produce lasers, photon blasts, blinding light flashes, light shields, and even holograms, just to name a few. She has immunity to bright lights and loud sounds, so if people try and use that stuff against her, it's not going to be an issue. She
the
can
light.
fly. She can fly, so she can get where she needs to on the battlefield. She also has a self-resurrection ability, but it only works with lethal injuries. So if she gets a cut on her knee, that's not gonna help with that. But if she gets like shot in the
2
chest,
cuts
she'll
on
be
the
okay.
knee.
And again, she's got that prior team experience. She's worked with the X-Men, so working on a team, she's gonna have no problem. And she's also like really energetic and just fun-loving and fun to be around. So I feel like I've got some really serious, like almost depressing people on my team. So she's gonna kind of lighten the mood, which I think is really important too for that team dynamic.
All right.
I like
And
that.
she can sing and dance and knows how to roller skate. So
After
So, like,
all of our
sound
teams
boy.
fight, her and Matthew's guy on the bike have to have a race.
Moomin
Dude, I'm winning.
Rider.
It's gonna be the
Mormon
fucking
Rider.
X Games in this bitch. Winona Ryder.
Damn
Mormon
it.
Rider, Zach Wilson.
But my defender's gonna be Bane from DC Comics.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like it.
He's just on the juice, dude.
He's on the fucking juice, you
we
know
do
it.
test before the battle, so
And he's got to team up with Moomin Rider where he injects Moomin Rider with the juice, and it's all over from there.
Didn't know we were doing team ups.
Are you taking the version from the movie where he's really smart and has a lot of plans, or are you taking the version from the cartoon where he's a dumb fuck?
no, the comic one, he's a genius.
How is he an idiot in the cartoon?
You mean the Batman and Robin movie?
Isn't it like in the animated series? Is he dumb in that?
No.
Then maybe I'm thinking of Batman and Robin
Yeah.
fight Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Mr.
Yeah, in that
Freeze.
movie, he just goes Bane.
Burn.
No, but in most of the media, he's like a super genius
Smart.
because he makes the plan of releasing everyone from
a-
Arkham, and Batman
Oh.
fights them all. And then he's like, "All right, Batman, now that you're tired, break your back." And I'm going to use my second wild card. It's going to be Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Ooh, good pick.
Ooh,
And you know
feeling
what?
pretty urban with that one.
I think there's some synergy because I have some metal shields in play, and he does have electrical powers, so get those babies charged up. It's like that team up with Thor. So
My team is so bad. It's not gonna get better.
At least you don't have Donald Duck on your team.
Dude, Donald Duck is the king's wizard. Don't
could've taken
disrespect him.
You could have taken the king.
you could have taken Sora.
For my supporter, then, and I'll use my second wild card. I'm gonna take Mantis.
Ooh.
Good pick.
Yeah, I was gonna take her as my healer, and then looking through these, she can't really heal. She can heal
But Hank
herself.
Pym can.
Hank Pym. I explained it. Do we want to get back into it?
No,
No,
I get
it's
it.
fine.
Mantis could not perform a colonoscopy on Happy
Oh.
She
Hogan.
could calm
I
him
do
down,
agree with
though,
that.
while Hank goes in.
That's true. That's the combo.
She does have the power of empathy, just like I do.
I'm a
That's
real
debatable.
empath.
That's debatable.
She could also
Honestly,
astral-
I think it hurts me more when people are hurt.
Yeah, honestly, dude.
I feel more pain than they do.
She could.
Tegan's
astral
gonna be
project
the
her-
guy. Tegan's gonna be the guy when his wife's in labor. Like, he'll feel the fucking sympathy pain,
Yeah.
and I'll be a dick about it.
If
It's-
you
You'll be
think you're hurting,
screaming.
just imagine how I feel.
It honestly
She'll
felt
be
like
screaming.
we almost put in equal amounts. I feel like I put in more amounts when giving birth to this child, but I understand that you were the one to push the kid out.
I'm an empath. I can tell you're not having a good time right now.
She's fucking screaming her head off. Good fucking god.
So that was my last wild card. I need a DC, and I need a non-Marvel DC.
Mm-hmm.
I need a defender and a wild card. My defender, I'm gonna take Garfield Logan, aka Beast Boy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Beast Boy has all the powers of a beast and all the powers of a boy. Do I have to explain it? He can turn into any animal, and in some cases, multiple animals. He's changed into a swarm of fireflies once, and on another occasion, a group of barnacles.
Hell yeah.
Does it explain how that works? Like,
sick.
is it just
Io Fission. And honestly, I bet Hank Pym can help him on that.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Imagine him being a pack of wolves with some help from Hank Pym.
imagine him being ants?
Oh,
The
shit.
synergy.
Hagen's
We actually-
cooking over there.
We actually didn't need a part 2 to this video, actually. This was a bad idea.
My team is fucking stacked and cracked.
Were
Imagine
you
his
just talking
synergy
about...
with Squirrel Girl. Imagine that team up right there.
He could...
Imagine two squirrels at once. He could
could
turn into a squirrel, and then I'd have two squirrels.
He could turn into a duck to distract Matthew's team.
Exactly.
I'm going to pick my supporter. It's my human character. Every team needs a guy in a chair, so I'm picking Genki Lee, who is Miles' best friend, and is basically
Oh,
the guy in the chair for him. He
Okay.
can like hack into stuff, and he's a super genius as well, so he's gonna be at home
good pick.
in the chair while my whole team's fighting, but he's gonna let us know how things are going.
I'm gonna go with my attacker. It's gonna be Nightcrawler comics,
All right.
the X-Man Nightcrawler.
Good
He can he's like part beast, and he can phase in and out
Mm-hmm.
of the dimension and pop up other places and infiltrate, buildings, and just an overall sneaky guy who's quick.
And sometimes he has a
Part
sword.
beast, part boy.
Part knight,
sword?
part
Huh?
crawler.
Hmm? Bird guy, what'd you say?
I didn't know he ever had a sword.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude,
Sometimes.
he's got the knight Skinner. I don't know the name of his sword.
I hope it's not that.
It's like, shit!
I don't like that.
Basically, I grew up watching the X-Men movies, and Nightcrawler was always my favorite.
I just picture
He was
him walking
cool.
into battle with Donald Duck and that stupid guy on a bike. And the
Yeah.
fucking space cowboy.
Does Donald Duck ever have a Keyblade?
Donald Duck?
Yeah.
I
No.
doubt. Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
He's
fuck you
not
for
that
even
cool.
asking that. You should have known better.
No. But he does have a magical staff that Mickey Mouse, the king himself, made.
You
Yeah.
could have picked Mickey. You could.
You could have the game.
Nah, he's busy. He's busy.
Oh,
He's too busy.
He
Mickey
didn't
left
answer the
Aqua
phone.
locked up. Mickey left Aqua locked
Yeah,
up in the world
I
of
don't
darkness.
think because he left Aqua in the realm of darkness for so long.
Yeah.
Mickey's
Donald
dad.
would have never
I
fucking
don't
done
need-
that.
I don't need my
All right, so I'm gonna take my healer, who is also my human pick.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really niche pick, so I apologize, but I really wanted to include him. So we've got Daniel Ridge Jr., aka Zapper. His nickname is Zapper from the Marvel comics. I think there's a hero called Zapper. This is a different Zapper. This is just his nickname. So he is a licensed doctor who specializes in blood disorders and is very skilled in blood transfusions.
Okay.
He's worked with She-Hulk and has saved her a couple times, so obviously not an issue. And he's also fought enemies alongside She-Hulk, so he doesn't, scare easily from big scary monsters. He's used to it, no big deal. And not only is he going to be healing my team and making sure everybody gets proper medical care, he also owns a neutralizing suit that he designed to help protect him from enemies. So if there are big, strong enemies with powers, it's just that extra level of protection that he needs because he's just a man with all these big, scary
That's fucking
monsters.
awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
What can he do for me if I've had diarrhea for 4 weeks straight?
I'm sure he could figure it out. He actually practices
It would
medicine.
be way slower. I'd have to drink the laxative.
Here's what he'd do. He'd write you a prescription and then make you pay him $5,000.
Kira on you, you'd be all good.
I'm gonna take my wild card last, who also happens to be my my non-DC and my non-Marvel. So I'm going to take. Well, first off, some backstory here, so we paint the picture. In the '60s, there is a series from the Archie comics where the Archie characters all have superpowers, and their leader is Captain Hero, aka Jughead Jones. So Captain Hero is going to be my wild card pick, because he has super strength, he can fly, he has increased injury resistance. Again, prior team experience, he was part of the Super Teens, and he goes out of his way to do good and help people, which is kind of the opposite of regular Jughead Jones. He's very lazy and just kind of, not very ambitious. When he turns into Captain Hero, he becomes like the opposite of that, and he wants to kick ass and he wants to help people as much as he can. And I just think he would be a really good fit to my little team we've got over here.
My final one is my wild card, who's my non-Marvel or DC.
It's a wild card one for you because you picked Donald as your non-Marvel DC.
Yeah, wild card, I know. Whatever. Anyway, it's Dante, the legendary devil from the Devil May Cry comics. Basically, he's got a whole arsenal just stashed away. He's got Ebony and Ivory, which are just dual pistols. He's got 4 different swords he can use. He's got shotguns he can use. He's got a motorcycle that he can ride and then split in half to make into a weapon. He's got this hand-to-hand combat demonic armor called Balrog, which gives him enhanced melee attacks and speed. And he's got his devil trigger that changes to his demonic form, and his sin devil trigger, which allows him to become basically a demon king. And that's about it. Nothing too much. Nothing too bad.
My last pick is my attacker and my non-Marvel and DC. It is going to be Omni-Man from the Invincible comics. And he's essentially like a Superman variant. Except he's voiced by...
Same could be said about Captain Hero, Jughead Jones, but go on.
Except Omni-Man in the show is voiced by J.K. Simmons, and he also has a sick mustache.
Oh, shit.
And he's also part of the Think, Mark, Think meme. So, yeah, my team's pretty familiar with meme culture.
Jesus Christ.
Very hip. I like it.
My last pick in my wild card spot for my non-DC Marvel. And I know what you guys are thinking about my team. You have some of the most powerful beings in the universe, some of the smartest doctors, right? But who's going to get the pizzas and who's going to volunteer to siphon the gas when they're trapped in the drugstore? That's why I am picking Glenn Rhee from the Walking Dead comics.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucking sick. Oh my god.
If you need something done gritty,
Honestly,
right, and you need someone who's not gonna give up, you gotta send Glenn out.
I had
Not
a
afraid to
thought
get
right
down
right
and
before
dirty.
we started filming. I was like, "Oh, the Walking Dead comics are pretty interesting. Do I want to pick one of them for my human?" And I went, "Nah."
Glenn
I want to see
famously-
Newman Ryder fight Glenn, dude.
Hey, Glenn has never killed, right? But he will beat him to an inch of death, dude. As long as he doesn't kill, he will beat the fuck out of him till he's barely twitching.
Why'd you get so close to the camera for that?
Matthew, Donald Duck has a staff, right?
Yeah.
That kind of looks like a baseball bat. So,
Oh.
leash.
Not looking good for you, Burg.
Yeesh.